9 o'clock in the morning, day 41, and it's freezing up here at 1,000 meters altitude. Uh, I didn't really notice it. Well, I didn't notice it at all whilst I slept because it's nice and warm in the hammock. I had took extra precautions, expecting it to be quite a bit colder in the morning. It's a common feature that the sun and the latitude warms the place up during the day and makes it nice and warm, so that at dusk it was lovely. But then the temperature started to go down fairly quickly, and it woke up with a fair amount of ice, frost everywhere. Not ice. I actually had a bit of ice because there was a little bit of frozen rain on the tarpaulin. I didn't notice it rain at night, but now it's dripping away in the sun and melting. And the solar panel was completely frosted over. You can see here some of the ice and frost that was on it, and now it's wet. And the reason it's wet is because all that was frost, which has melted since I put it up in the sun, which is over there. And that's charging away. Even at this early time in the morning, at 9 o'clock, it was charging. It only gets you notice that the lights going on there on the charger. It only gets 2 blue lights going up, which I used to think meant that it wasn't charging at all, but it does mean it's charging, because whilst it's been doing that, it's gone from no charge to at least some charge in the battery when I click the button. So it's working. And yeah, there you go, just raring to go, downhill preferably, and head off towards Salamanca today. Good night's sleep. Running low on camping gas now, but I'll pick some more up at Salamanca Decathlon, I'm hoping. Alright, bye for now. I'd like to speak briefly on the sincerity of Spanish signs. Like, for example, the sign saying Tourist Information Office. I followed the sign saying Tourist Information Office in this place, hoping to ask them where the internet cafe might be if they had one in this place. And went down the street 200 metres, and there was no tourist information down there, and it was more or less a dead end, or a dead end as far as sort of buildings I was looking for was concerned. So I went back up and then went along a bit further and went down another street where it said it was tourist information. I don't know why. It was pretty stupid, seeing as it wasn't down the last one, and this was a completely different one. Followed that one, and that sent me up the steepest of hills. Just briefly, but incredibly steep hill, so steep that I had to put that much strain on the chain for quite some time, and it snapped. So I lost 40 minutes repairing the chain. Still didn't find the Tourist Information Office. It's somewhat reminiscent of the Mercadona signs, where they send you all around the town, away from all the other supermarkets, and then out onto the motorway to take you 15 miles to the other town where they actually have a store. Buggers. Bye for now. A beautiful day on day 41, cloudless as you can see, apart from the clouds, proceeding along a plain. Oh, I've got to say hello to a fellow explorer here, look. Hold on! Video diary! Well, that guy that I just saw while I was starting to film came over and had a chat, and he likes Sam. Let him jump up all over him, encouraged him. He'd come from Bilbao, and he's got an awful lot of gear just to go from Bilbao to here, but he's on his way down to Cadiz on exactly the same route that I just took, and then from Cadiz he's going to go to Africa, same as the last guy that I spent a little time having a chat with. But this guy was Spanish, so it was harder to communicate with my level of Castellano. Yeah, so only done 14k so far today, but the plain, as you maybe you can't see, but I'm on what is really very, very flat land. Really, it's like a plain. It is a Spanish plain. Yet I am actually at 970 metres high still. I thought I'd drop more than that, but it's harder to lose metres than it is feet when you're going down hills, and up them as well. Harder to gain them because they're bigger apparently, almost 3 times. So I hear. Anyway, across the little motorway again now, and we should make some good time. 45 k's to go to Santander. Might even almost get there perhaps with five and a half hours daylight left today. And me not being too choosy about where I camp, I think I'd rather keep going. More snowy mountains over there. You probably can't see them, but I'll hold the camera up anyway. Woohoo! Let's go. Day 41, which means it must be a Thursday in early to mid-February. This sign ahead, Quattro Calzadas, 1,005 meters, is the height, not the distance. And all day today, it's been hovering between about 900 and 1,000 meters. Even though it's been what appears to be a plane, it's this high. I mentioned this morning, but I mention it again because I can feel the effects of the altitude on how tired I get at the end of the day. It now being 5 o'clock, and I've only done 42k on relatively flat. Oh yeah, relatively flat. There's been a few hills, but relatively flat roads. Yet my legs really feel like they've done about 60 or 70 or more hills. And I'm looking for trees to camp already with some enthusiasm once I get out of this town, which is possibly Martina Moralba. No, it's not. Martina Moralba is off to the left. They've been building that for some time. No, off to the right. Anyway, I think I'm 25k approximately short of Salamanca at the moment. And I'd like to get relatively close and find somewhere to camp, because I'd like to get into Salamanca tomorrow, find the Office of Tourism, find it open, and get them to tell me where the internet cafe is, so I can play with my MP3 players and rearrange those a little bit, and use the Wi-Fi obviously as well. Well, the internet is the Wi-Fi, isn't it? Same sort of thing. Oh, let's just see what's over this hill. Anyway, that's where we are. Alba de Tormes is 10 miles off to the right, short of Salamanca, and Martinamor is as well. I might just click that with Martinamor. 17k to Salamanca. Did I just say 25k? No, it's again, effects of oxygen, lack of oxygen. I've lost 10k, or I've gained 10k I didn't even know about. What happened was, I knew I'd done 42, 43k, but I was unable to subtract 43k from 60 successfully to get 17, and instead I got something like 26, 27. I'm sure even if I had been a little higher up, had I given it more effort, I would have been able to make that calculation, but I made it at my normal speed and wasn't expecting my brain to misfunction. Well, people that know me would expect my brain to misfunction, I suppose. The dog does have quite a bad cut on his paw. It's healing, but in fact it looks like it's almost healed, but he clearly cut himself 2 or 3 days ago. So he's on grass only, and no walking along the road for today and tomorrow, I think. And then we'll see how he feels like then. He kept showing me it to say, look at this, you're not going to make me walk on this, are you? So I've let him off. Lots of trees there, but lots of houses as well. Oh wow, that must be Salamanca. It's huge. I'm not sure. So that's 17k. I can see a large amount of houses in the distance. Salamanca is obviously on a plain by the look of it then, which is nice. So no choice but over this hill. And let's hope for trees over here on my left and on my right, with no barbed wire fences. I think we've just spotted tonight's campsite. I'm sure I can do that short distance tomorrow. And let's go and explore for a campsite on the left. There's barbed wire fences starting to appear on the right, but not on the left. So that looks quite good. It's quite exposed, but there's sufficient trees to cover the wind, I think. Anyway, so I'll go and see if I can find a campsite. Bye for now. Day 41, Thursday, dusk. Just an ordinary day in sunny Spain. Say hello, Sam. Tonight, we are expecting extreme frost. It is February, it is Spain, it is 1,000 meters altitude. Lovely though it is right now, when the sun goes down, the temperature will plummet. Today's technical hammocking tip: ignore the clothes pegs and the bomb-proof curtain. The tip is on the other side today. I am putting up the tarpaulin, and it's still wet because from the frost this morning, even though I tried to dry it. So when I put the one side up over there, before I fasten this side, I attach part of the hammock to the tree over here, so that as I pull it over, my tarpaulin does not touch the hammock because it's tied to that tree over there, and thus I can put my tarpaulin up without getting my down underquilt wet. Isn't that nice? It's not as fetching as all those lovely clothes pegs. We'll look at all that insulation as to how to keep warm another day. It's still in the experimental stage, with a blanket over the top, but I have an air hole down there to breathe through. I hope it'll be sufficient. We shall see. Well, if in fact this is the last report, we'll know that the air hole is not large enough. Okay, bye-bye for now. Did about, just over 40k, 43k by road today. Got tired because it was high up. Bye for now. Just finished setting everything up, day 41 for my camp. Quite pleased with the way it looks, so I thought I'd come back and do a little bit more. Because I know it's going to be freezing cold tonight, and particularly at dawn, I've got the tarpaulin across the top, carefully set up quite wide, quite horizontal. I have to move my hand slowly, like so, rather than like so, or vertical, so that it gives me a bigger area where the gear underneath will be protected from the frost. I've got an extra little blanket that I've got two little fleecy blankets I bought for a big 2.5 euros each, which are quite handy. I've got one underneath where I'm going to sleep, and I've got another one that I can use as either as a pillow or to put around the dog if he's looking like he might have a cold spot. I would like to make sure he's nice and warm. I've got a solar panel out the way inside there so that it doesn't suffer from the frost. Every battery type device I've got to either in my green jacket or in this black thing here, which I'm going to take in with me. So I hope that they won't have to suffer at temperatures that cold, because they'll be next to me and the dog, and have our body heat to keep them warm. And then we just hope everything else underneath works well. This is my little area where my feet will go, and where I do a little bit of cooking. I say cooking, it'll be cooking coffee, because I haven't got much gas, and that's that's the most important thing. The road here is 50 meters over in this direction, and I can't be seen at all. There was no barbed wire fence or anything. I'm sure this land probably belongs to somebody, but they're not doing anything in particular with it. So I doubt they'd mind even if they came along and found me. Not that they're likely to, because they can't see me from any direction really, unless they walk straight through. Or the dog walks off where he's going now. Sam, come back, come back! Covert, boy, covert, come back! Get back in camouflage! The time now is, you can just see the sun, probably make out the sun going down. It's just about to disappear over the horizon within the next 3 minutes, and the time now is 10 to 7. So already it's getting chilly. Can't quite see my breath yet, but I think I will within about the next 15 minutes if I stay out here, because that's how fast the temperature drops. We'll get going from what I remember from yesterday. So there we go. That's all I can think of. Oh yeah, they've got the bomb-proof curtain, and then I've got that fleecy blanket on the other side as well. So this is my air hole area just here, and that's where the air gets in. And Sam makes do without air somehow magically, so he's all right down the bottom. but I'll be warmer than ever with this setup, hopefully. Not that I wasn't warm enough last night anyway, but I like to experiment to make it as warm as possible, and then if I can sleep virtually naked on the inside, then I know I've done a good job with all the insulation. Right, that's my definitely the end of my Camp 41. Bye.